to all of my returning subscribers, to all of my new subscribers. Welcome. I'm Sophia, and this is Divinity Within Me, where we take time to get in touch with the divine. If you are new here, your feedback, your chat, your support, all your love, and your presence, mostly speaking, for being here, for showing up, for tapping in. If you are new and you don't know me, I am a psychic, channeler, medium, um, and I talk to all sorts of different types of, yeah, I see dead people and all kinds of things. And what we do is we do our best, right, to tap in and ask for the assistance, for the guidance of the angels, the archangels, ascended masters and sisters, all of them. So let's call in, let's start by a prayer. Dear universe, source, creator, spirit guides, angels, and angels, spirits, element, galactic federation of love, light, all of the highest, most vibrational beings that are here to assist in the love, light, conscious ascension that we are participating in, that we are collectively participating in. We thank thee for your presence, for your guidance, for your clear and concise and precise messages, for your clarity, for your protection, for your presence. So mote it be. Thank you. Thank you. So, something they were actually downloading me on about was um, prayer, how people understand, how people see prayer or whatever, right? And there's different ways that it can be. Um, like my prayer, my type of prayer, hello, my type of prayer is like sometimes going out in nature or going within, right? It's like connecting, right? That's why my channel is called Divinity Within Thee, because we're actually divine that exists within each one of us, right? If we are divine and made in divine image, um, it's like then why would we be anything other than perfect, right? Why would we be anything less than magnificent? So let me see if you're still here. They've been tapping all of my devices. That really bothers them. So okay, okay. So you can hear me then? You can hear me. Hello. They've been tapping my devices. Okay. Devices. Okay. And blocking my thing. So they're fucking with my internet. They're fucking with my phone. They're fucking with my. So they're fucking with my internet. They're fucking with my phone. They're fucking with my accounts. They're fucking with everything. In case you guys didn't notice, I know many of you are not here. So, anyways, as you know, as the saga continues, some people just don't want the truth to come out. Why? Because if the truth comes out, then the lies that they're living become uncomfortable. And um, this is what is actually currently happening, right? On the macro and the micro level, is people are becoming is people are becoming frustrated, right? Not because they try to do this. They try to disrupt my work, my internet every day, every day. So you have to really understand that if you didn't have something to say, they wouldn't be trying to block it. So all this does is flag a bigger scenario. All this does is flag a bigger scenario. And the dude that's trying to live next to me that's cheating on his wife with this fucking fat ass chick, like I'll happily put their license plates and pictures of them together up online. If that's how we're gonna play, let's play. Like you like what the fuck? Like, but what the ancestors are really telling me is like, don't worry, we got it. Okay? Don't you worry. So okay, so for everything, for every type of attack, for every type of unjust situation that the chosen ones have experienced, the ancestors, the angels, like divine intervention is actually coming into play. And they don't, as many times have they blocked me, how many times have we lost all these people here, right? And this is a reality. This is the reality of the situation. So I'm going to keep doing what they tell me to do, which is continue the reading. And we're going to understand that when you have a bigger mission, when you have something bigger, something more important to say or to do, there's going to be a lot of people that are attempting to block you or bother you. Okay, many people that are the chosen ones, that are the star seeds, that are the light warriors, that are the uh, that have higher levels of things to do. There is higher level of protection and divine intervention, and your guides are coming into play. They're not happy. What I was picking up on, okay, I was picking up on different things. Pissed off, right? They're pissed off at the treatment that you've got. They're pissed you're the cycle breaker. They're pissed off because there was supposed to be a lot of things that were set up that were for you, collective, to receive, and that all these people have been taking. Okay, so body snatching, destiny snatching, all these things. These are very real things. They're not real things. They're actually real things. Okay, it's like Harry Potter shit, but it's kind of like that. But this is kind of what they showed me actually, to not be weird, but they kind of show me this almost like Harry Potter scenario, right? The where it's like collective um has been the magical one, has been the super magical, the super aware one, the super one with all the talents and the skills. And they've been like kept in this cabinet under the stairs, like just systematically denied and berated and attacked, like from all of these crazy like narcissists, these crazy people, right? They've been showing me all these different stories. Now it can be from people that are just more into movies or books or novels or whatever, right? I'm not sure, but what I keep seeing be the corresponding thing, right, is that somebody that actually wasn't the original parent or family or whatever, maybe they were partial family and they're like the aunt or the uncle or something like this, right? Somebody came in and took something that didn't belong to collective. Collective was supposed to receive something, like a lot of gifts, like not just a little bit, like a lot of gifts, because they've been through all the work, and all these people that have gone through and that have been trying to destiny swap and take money, take things that don't belong to them, that they didn't actually work for. What's actually turning up now is this whole divine intervention. They're like, oh, you want to take that thing? Okay, we're going to give you the availability to actually earn that thing, but now you're going to have to go through all of the shit the collective went through, right? That you're going to have to experience. You're going to have all the suffering and hardship and all the stuff that collective has had to suffer through in order to get these blessings. You don't just get those blessings, like they get double stamp, a triple stampy. It's like that's kind of what it means. It's like, bro, like you can't, like you're like I double stamp, I triple stamp you. You can't, like we've already reached the max limit. Like you can't try to double another. You can't. Like we've already maxed it out. It's like to infinity. There is no beyond that. It's like it already is all. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know, that's what they're showing me, but it's basically like this, that this kid, um, that this can be, and it doesn't have to actually be a physical thing that happened. It can just be how you felt also collective growing up in your family, like you didn't belong, like you get like consistent narcissistic abuse, reactionary abuse, like trying to do things to justify making you seem a certain way. But yeah, basically what they show me is like you were the chosen one, you were like the magic one, you were the one that had more maybe knowledge or whatever, and so they kept switching it, right? They kept switching it, even maybe making another sibling or other children, like giving them your scores or you're this or you're that, like giving other people credit and never giving collective credit. And so now what's coming up is this really beautiful energy where it's like all this time all this time that collective has been being neglected, and the collective has been neglected, right? All of the ancestors, the angels, right? Like all of these people that are in the higher realms that we call in, and that's why I call in. That's why I do the prayers for them and I thank them. Yeah. And industriousness. For some, excuse me, for some of you guys, there's about to be somebody that actually walks in or shows up or um, tell me more about this. Somebody, this is the actual person, right? The king can be masculine energy, does not have to be, but it is of male because there is the feminine card in here too. Um, Somebody is going to show up and it's going to change something. Now this can be a family member. This can be here's the queen. Okay, this can be maybe you had parents that you didn't know about, right? Maybe you had grandparents. Maybe there was some other scenario. Maybe your parents, like they were showing me, what were they showing me before? Um, like Jumanji, right? Like somebody's fucking kids or whatever, but it's like almost like somebody's parents, like somebody's parents disappeared or something bad happened or whatever, like some type of spell work, something happened. And when they were trying to work on this, whatever this was, they were trying to they were hyper focused on this knowledge, this information, healing something. Yeah, it was a partnership. And something happened. There was a death. There was a death. Maybe the masculine entity. Yeah, and the high priestess. Okay, so actually what I'm picking up on in reverse. Okay, so what I'm picking up on is maybe they were super into some type of magic. Like again, this is like kind of like Harry Potter, right? So um it's like this energy, it's like where they were like high revered, like like masters, right? Witches, wizards, um like occult, like warlock and witch, right? High priest and the king. Um, with the raven in reverse, what this tells me is that a group or an organization actually went against them. Okay, because the raven in reverse, this is more working on this different type of energy, right? And so they basically, so tell me more, please. Movement, forgiveness, trust in reverse, and spider. Okay. So basically they said, okay, they didn't like the way that something was going and they said we're going to leave. We're going to do this maybe because they were having a baby or they were pregnant or something like this. This can also be relevant to something happening now or that can be coming up for you. Um for some there could have been the stag in reverse, pride or leadership. There could have been somebody that was trying to take the joy, that was trying to cause a problem. Okay, like another woman that maybe was attempting to get pregnant or was pretending or something like this. And what happened is basically the angelic realm removed that. They tried to remove them to some extent. Okay. Lady of the Lake, absolute truth, courage, self respect, responsibility. So they decided that that they can't go for that. They weren't down for whatever the coven or the whatever was trying to do. And they were trying to leave, but they were not going to let them. The Merlin communication.
So they attempted to do a higher level, a higher spell, or communicate. So, anyways, as you can see, they don't want me to tell you this story. They don't want me to say the fucking story. Okay. So, anyways, what happened is they received of some type of message, and they went on this journey seeking the sacred, or they were trying to do something like this. They were trying to communicate with somebody, but somebody else used some type of spell work or something like this that basically took some type of loyalty away. No, 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 that's not right. I mean, it is, but it's not right. Somebody who you thought was very loyal to you, who they thought was very loyal to them, actually didn't. Actually didn't. I picked this up before too when I went down to this spot in uh, Costa Rica, and it was the same thing. I was like, "What's going on with this villa?" And I was like, "It's like these people here were murdered, right? They were murdered or something. Like they died in some weird, strange sort of way." And I could pick up on it. And we tried to do this like moon ceremony or whatever, like, and this chick that was there with me, she did like this like evil spell, right? Like she did this evil spell, and she basically like tried to block me from coming into the union with my twin. And yeah, I'd say it's worked pretty well for the past 10 fucking years or so, right? Like it just is what it is. Yeah, she caused disruption and she caused some type of death as well. So what happened is we were hearing like all these spirits, and it's like she tried to do something, but I was actually protected, and everybody that was in this villa got deathly ill, and they were sick for so long, and everybody couldn't understand why I was sick, and I was like, I don't know, I'm not sick, you know. And but we did all these different little spells, and we put fucking salt out, and we did cleansing of the space. Like I helped do it. I went and got this other chick that was in this village, and like her people, and they made like this special stuff and came over and did this whole cleansing ritual. But it was really interesting because especially the chick that did it, um, yeah, but she was tapping energy, right? She was trying to destiny swap. She was trying to soul swap. And I realize that now, right? Because I see everything that she's done has been everything that I've done as soon as I've come up with it. And it's been this really interesting scenario. But what's happening now is basically like no more. The ancestors are basically saying, like, no more. Sorry, no more. That spell is broken. Maybe that's why I started with the mirror over here. The spell is okay. The mirror spell, the so someone could have been using like glam spells or something like that, trying to show up or exude the energy or the looks of what collective has, which is really interesting. Like they don't even have their own fucking thing. Like that's super weird. I'm not sure why you want that. My blue flower, but okay, everybody's just on their own shit, right? Sorry, you guys. I will come back on. This keeps cutting out because people are just fucking haters. So I will be tuning back in at noon Pacific Standard Time, PST, because if we're going to disrupt each other, then we might as well disrupt each other. And I'd like to try a new time. Why not? It's early in the morning where I'm at, but I think it's relevant. They keep telling me, yeah, look at that. Maybe the love of my life comes on at that time. Judgment. Judgy, judgy. So let's see what the universe, what the ancestors have to say. Let's see what the ancestors have to say. Because the energy is like they're pissed. They're taking back what is theirs. And it's like more than sevenfold. It's like 100 times 100. Yeah. Someone took a wish that did not belong to them. So all your wishes, all your dreams, everything that you ever deserve is coming towards you. everything. Yeah. You have already gone past, you've already succumb whatever judgment or review or anything else like this is. You don't have to, the judgment is not upon you, the judgment is upon them. Yeah, Seven of Wands. For many of them, they're over here trying to defend themselves. They're over here trying to defend themselves, right? But the problem is actually they weren't defending collective. They weren't defending collective, this Queen of Cups energy, right? They weren't defending the emotional, the knowing, the feeling, the sensitive person. They were defending, they were more concerned with defending themselves, how they looked, their ego, right? External, than defending the feminine. And this, remember, there's no gender really in tarot. I'm just saying basically it's this energy, right? The protection, the safety that should be provided, the providing that should be, hello everybody, it should be provided to by masculine, to feminine in this energy. But he didn't. He wanted to defend himself, defend all that he was doing instead, because that's what was making him happy, because in his mind that's what was making him happy. Yeah, this wand. He's got this one. Bear with me here. Yeah, bear with me here. This person is potentially a sex addict, a sex worker, something like this. See, he's got this one wand that's red and bigger than the rest, and it's pointed in the clouds, through these clouds into the sun. This brought this energy, whatever it is, more joy. This can be feminine or this can be a man or a woman. It doesn't matter. Here in the picture, it is actually a man. Okay, so this is a man that's following what, like, what his dick's, what haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate. So whatever. They got nothing else to do. They're just fucking haters. Stocky, stalking, trashy ass haters, right? They're haters gonna hate. So whatever. The point of this is the universe, the ancestors are granting you all of your, they had to move many people that were not against you. Okay. Were not against you, that were against you, that were for you. Okay. And why? Why do you ask? Because what happened is these people didn't want you to shine. They didn't want you to have more light. They didn't want you to go anywhere without them. They wanted to be able to cash in on all their stuff. But now what's happening is they will never be able to enjoy any of this wealth with you. They will never be able to maybe even speak to you again or have any passion, anything with you. They fumbled. They lost opportunity. Okay. And the divine, the the ancestors are basically saying, um, like the divine, this was divine intervention. This was divine intervention because they wanted to move everyone and everything away. So you're here by yourself so you can receive all of the blessings that you deserve. All of your hard work, all of everything that you put in all this time and energy. And these people, no, because the thing is these people abandoned you. These people abandoned you. They talked a lot of shit on you. And on top of that, they wanted to take what was yours. They didn't care if you lived or died, if you were fucking homeless or hungry. They didn't care. They didn't care. They what was this bigger action? What was this bigger thing that they cared about? The hermit themselves. They cared about themselves. Actually, they were trying to take your light. They were trying to take your light. Eight of Wands. They were trying to take your skills. Collective, for many of you guys, you can receive messages. You can be channelers. You can be high level like this. Yeah. They try to take your happy ending. They try to take your love. They try to take your home. They try to take your passion. And they try to talk a lot. They did talk a lot of shit. They talked a lot of shit. And they didn't even, they're not even like trying to pretend like they didn't. They can't even pretend like they didn't. It's coming back on them. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. But they actually gave you nothing. They gave you nothing. You gave them everything and they gave you nothing. And now all the information, because you've been hiding out inside, receiving the messages, receiving the downloads, and now everything is coming back on these people. Everything that they thought that they were going to see, they were doing it all for money. Someone made a deal with them. Yeah, this Prince of Cups, okay? This water sign energy, strong Pisces, Five of Cups. They wanted to make you miserable. They wanted to make you feel so sad and so much in despair, so lost. They wanted you to be so focused on all the bad things that happened to you, all the things that you lost, but you're not. You're going to be victorious because you are always authentic, because you are always in your truth. So it doesn't matter. You don't care. All these things that they said, all the shit that they talked on you, all these people that are over here trying to create this emotional response. Okay. This is a couple. Okay. This is a couple, a darker man and a lighter woman. Could be very prompt. They wanted to take your happy ending. And they thought that they were strong enough magicians and that they had enough secrets and lies, that they had enough hidden, or they were strong enough or powerful enough to take you out. Okay, yeah, again with the Pisces, you didn't see in the moon this energy. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, they wanted to make you in this state of despair. And the universe and your ancestors are saying, nope, nope, motherfucker, we're moving you. We're moving all these people. We're moving you into the state of happiness. We're taking you to this happy ending because you worked really hard, collective, and you're going to start building a whole new empire, and you're going to have better people that are going to work with you. And we had to remove the tower. Okay. We had to remove all these people that were attacking you, that were mentally, physically, emotionally attacking you. For you guys, they could have been doing this for an extended amount of time, justice, and all over not wanting you to connect with your counterpart. They wanted to ruin your happy ending, your balance. They want to keep you off balance. They want to keep you in this chaos. They want to keep you away from this love. They try to do all of this. And imagine, and what I'm picking up on is, yeah, because they wanted to break the union. They want to keep you guys separated. They want to keep divine feminine, divine masculine separated. And the ancestors are saying that it ain't going down like that. It ain't going down like that. Hello, everybody. Yeah, we work too hard. This Six of Cups, like we work too hard. They work too hard. Like they get their happy ending. Like they get everything that they work for because they put in. And this fucking Jezebel spirit who's is okay for some of you guys. They are still here. Shit, I get a strong energy of this. But actually, they may try to make an apology. Okay. For some of you, they may want something a little bit more unconventional. They may be like, well, actually, I did all these fucked up shit and I put all these spell works, but like, let's figure out how we can share divine masculine. Let's figure out, let's do something a little bit unconventional. And what's happening is the cult, the covens, all these things that they're working for to try to take this love away, they can't take the love out of your heart. The truth is the truth is the truth. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter if they say that you were the sex worker, that you were doing this, that you were doing that. Like, it doesn't matter. Okay. It may break your heart, all of the shit that you may find out that they have been saying about you, especially um, your ex. Okay. But you're good. You've done all of the work. You're getting the abundance return from all of the work that you have put in, collective. Okay. And you're not sad. You're like, listen, it's sad. All of that is sad. But honestly, like, I'm ready. Like, thank you. Thank you. Next. Right. And that's the energy that you're kind of omitting. Yeah. You're like, I ain't gonna run any fucking third party shit. I ain't gonna run any lavender shit. Like, it's either we're celebrating together or not at all, or fuck off. Right. Um, and that's where collective is at, right? That's where collective is at. Collective is like, dude, you if you have other offers, go fucking pray and beg and apologize for those other offers, because I ain't living in that. Like, I'm not living in deception. I'm not living in secrets. You're not trying to play this, and I'm not staying held up anymore, to where collective is like, it's cool. It's cool. Like, and so what's happening is because collective, especially divine feminine, is saying, you know what? Some will, some won't. What next, right? Like what we say every day is, thank you. Show me how good it can get. Yes, right? And so divine feminine is like, you know what? Like, I don't need to devote any more energy or time or attention to waiting or to chasing. Like that's out of the feminine energy. It's like I'm in receptive mode, right? Yeah. In this 9 of Pentacles mode. I'm saying, thank you, universe, for blessing me. Thank you for all of these things. And what's happening is these past people, and so, for some of you guys, it can even be masculine, yeah, because some people that have been waiting, people that have been hung up, or people that are trying to get you hung up from not being able to move. All they're seeing is, um, yeah, all of this work that that collective, especially divine feminine, is saying, listen, if I said I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, and like you got caught, so like I'm gonna cut that shit off. You better cut that shit out. Like I'm gonna cut it out. Actually, I'm gonna cut this out. Let me show you how to make a pattern real quick. This is your captain speaking. This is your captain speaking. Ah, I'm back. We're currently having a little bit of turbulence. We're experiencing a little bit of weather. Okay. For many of you guys, these people could be crying. They could be in tears. Yeah. They could be experiencing, yeah. Well, okay, this devil in reverse. Okay. It's coming back to them. It's been reversed. It's been like return to sender style. Going to move you closer here. It's been returned to sender, right? And what's happened is they tried to actually put some type of demonic something onto you. Excuse me. They try to put something demonic. Um, they try to attach something demonic onto you, collective. And so what actually happened is you guys kind of like, all it did was give you like, because you have this protection, right? Because you have this ancestral protection, all it actually did is give you like an upset stomach, right? Sometimes when you notice when you're like channeling out of energy and there's like a lot, you'll start like burping, or be start your stomach, your solar plexus and stuff will start feeling a little bit weird or whatever. That's energy, right? Like the energy is moving, like the energy wants to come out. And basically that's what they're showing me, right? This whole burp or whatever. Um, it's like, yeah, it's like it's disgusting, right? It's like it's disgusting. Like I'm not in union, like I'm in balance. I know what feels good in my body and what doesn't feel good in my body. And so that's basically what's happening is now this demonic thing, this spirit or this entity that they tried to attach to you to make you go crazy, collective, or to make you hate yourself, to block this union. They're just trying to block this union. They're trying to block this balance. They're trying to keep fights going. They're trying to this reactive abuse, like all these old narcissistic tricks that they used to be running on you, collective, is now not working. And they even try to put this whole jealousy, this whole situation on you to create this problem with you, divine feminine. And now they're here begging, right? Did you see that guy on his knees like begging? They're begging. They're begging. They're like, please, 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 because they're not getting any wins. They're not getting any victories at all. Because it's coming back to them, right? And so maybe at some point they could have tried to make you like, oh, we're going to make her we're going to make them obsessive over this person, over the wrong person. We're going to steer them to the false flame. We're going to do this. And now these people are having this like, it's like time's up, right? And the devil's come to collect. And so what's happening now is these demonic entities are going to collect because they didn't turn over, right? They didn't kill you. They didn't make you go crazy. They didn't make you kill yourself, whatever, right? They didn't fulfill that contract, but they are still owed. They're still owed. Like, have you seen all of these crazy old films and stuff like this, right? Where it's like someone does something bad and they make a deal with the devil, and the devil's like, all right, if you give me fucking 100 souls, then like maybe we can, you know what I'm saying? Then maybe I can set you free. Maybe we can work something out. Yeah, 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 we can work something out. But if you don't turn over the 100 souls by this time, then you owe me double, triple double. To trade you in for a high. to trade you in for a higher value is what's going on. Yeah. They could have higher value is what's going on. Yeah. They could have tried to trade you in for a higher value and tried to trade you in for a higher value. And if they terrorized you, right? Like if you're in a state of fear and traumatization, right? When they try to kill you or when they take your life or getting to take your life, like doing something, like getting a chosen one to take themselves out is worth like 100 souls or some shit like that. And they're like 99 souls away or something like this. So it's like it's almost like they were using it. They were trying to use you as a sacrificial lamb because they were going to get more, and not just more on a spirit, like on a spiritual, but also in the physical. Okay. And this younger woman, there's a younger woman involved, and she is the main part of ruining the happy ending, but she's also causing a big scene. Someone's going over emotional. Someone's like losing their shit. Someone's losing their shit. Yeah, they're acting a fool. They did the wrong thing. Okay. They did the wrong thing. And so, collective, I'm picking up that divine masculine is saying, fuck this. Fuck this. You made me, you fucking made me, you put the spell, you made me make this fucking choice. But the reality is like masculine still made that choice, right? Like they still did make that choice, like spell or not. Like it's the same thing, right? Because collective feminine was under the spell, but she broke it. She fought it somehow, right? Tell me more about this. Nine of Cups. Yeah, she wanted to make this, she wanted to take the money. She wanted to take your physical life. Nine of Cups and all of your happiness, all of your happy ending, your love. Okay, for some of you, she could have tried to take like a kid or an animal, something like this. For many of you guys, she could have, I'm picking up strong prostitution, okay? Um, some type of sex worker, okay? She could have tried to give you some type of sexual demon. She could have done that. Yeah, she could have done that to divine masculine. Yeah. She just wanted to take your wish. She just want to take your wish, and now divine masculine is sitting over here like shit. But the reality is, right, is there's still 4 cups there. He's got to stop feeling bad for himself. He's got to stop feeling bad for himself. He's got to come out with some truths. What is this? This Fool with this lovers in reverse. Yeah. He didn't tell the truth. They're through. Now the ancestors, for many, have like a strong awakening, right? They could have been being haunted about who their actual love is. Yeah. There's a major tower and a major decision. 2 of Swords. That they chose somebody that wasn't actually the Empress, somebody that was actually posing, this secret fucking liar. Okay. And this King of Wands. Okay. This could be the couple. Again, this is like the same energy, and this Princess of Pentacles, 7 of Swords. Is also, I'm picking up on, they could have been using your money, collective, on this other younger woman to go and do stuff. Hello, everybody. To go and do stuff. Yeah. To actually to also pay to do things for her or with her that would maybe potentially hurt your feelings, divine feminine. Yeah. And while using your money, and while you were needing someone to protect you or to be strong, they were doing all of this. Okay. Strong Sagittarius energy, strong air sign energy, 8 of Swords. And they were trying to keep you in this spot, and they're trying to keep you in this spot. So High Priestess energy here. Okay, we're back on. Okay, amazing. Haters. High Priestess energy. So for many of you guys, what could have happened is this person is actually having a physical problem. Okay, so it may not just be that this person gave them something. Okay, they may also have some type of erectile dysfunction or something like this. If it's a woman, she can't get wet. If it's a man, he can't get it up. Not with her anyways. She only wanted him for his money. He may have had a realization that there was no future and that she tricked him. She tricked him for this money. She just, there's a standard fucking gold digger. What are the messages? Okay. Messages. Someone is not waiting anymore. Okay. They are ready to tell the truth. They are ready to come forward. Someone is going to come forward with an honest apology, with the truth, saying to take this leap of faith towards you, to tell you everything that happened, and to try to say, you know, I know you're really good without me, but I would love to. I would love to be your lover. I would, for some of you guys, they are going to apologize to you. Okay. You are going to know there is going to be a couple people there. So the King of Wands is going to try to keep you in this mental prison. Okay. They are going to try to either say that you are not strong or that they're not strong without you. They could try a guilt trip, or they could be trying to break down your defenses. Okay. But they definitely don't see you and never did value you and still won't value you as the Empress. They don't like that you're actually stronger than them. That's the actual problem with number one. Now, number two, someone that may have missed an opportunity before, or they felt like they missed an opportunity before, but really it wasn't actually the right time. Okay. They made actions or words, and it was more of a, um, maybe a quick sexual, like a passionate interaction, right? Like maybe you guys didn't have, yeah, you guys gave and received something to each other, but not all the way, is what I'm picking up on. Okay, so someone is going to come in with an apology. I'm picking up on a couple people that are going to come in with an apology. Okay, don't be so quick to accept, don't be so quick to cut off, and don't be so quick to fuck. Okay, make sure that a lot of these things are in alignment, because the person that is actually the emperor, the false emperor, okay, is going to demand that you do all of these things because they are going to be under this spell of this other person. Okay, and they're not going to be themselves. Someone has already taken over someone else's body. Someone else stays drinking or high or something like this all the time, to where they have just chosen the path to be taken over by these demonic forces. Okay. This can also be a cult or a coven, something like this, that has been hiding, that's now coming out due to this female energy. Tell me about this Eight of Wands and this Ace of Swords and this Fool. Two of Pentacles. This person may come back. There may be actually someone that does come back as a very changed, very balanced, very centered person. And you're going to know that, yeah. You guys actually have the ability to create a victory together. They don't find that they are going to have any victory or want to move forward without you, Divine Feminine. They see you as this passionate, um, as this very passionate, very capable, very loving, very deep person, right? And they don't want you to have to work anymore. They don't want you to have to work. They agree. So this other person that's coming in, so this is another person coming in, or this is someone coming from the past. Now take what resonates, leave what doesn't for some of you guys. I was telling somebody yesterday, like, I fulfilled my mission, right, as Divine Feminine, right? Like, I'm still birthing prophets because, hi, hello, everybody, sending you big love. Thank you for the love. Because I'm still birthing prophets, right? Future prophets of the world, right? Like, we're still sharing information, and more people are going back and sharing that information, and it's creating a ripple effect, right? So if this person before chose this other person instead of to heal, then that's going to be a problem. That person is going to be a no. right? Because they already abandoned you. Now there is somebody else that didn't choose another third party. They stayed, they wanted to heal for you. Okay. And they're coming back in with this Ace of Cups, but they know there will be a strong judgment. Okay. They are, I think, so they want to make a commitment. They want to make a commitment. Now, there can be a lot of people that are around them, okay, that can have a problem. There can also be a problem maybe with your guys's religious beliefs. Could be counterproductive, something like this. Um, but they have to get over the fact, right? This Nine of Swords in reverse. They have to get over the fact of this judgment from the patriarchy, from the church, from the parents, from the community, from the crowd. They have to get past this. Okay. That may have been something that they were working on for a long time, is getting past this exterior judgment. Yeah. Yeah. And not hiding their true selves. You guys, you may have brought out their true selves. The Empress actually brought out their true selves. It was like, listen, you didn't miss any cups. I put them all there for you. And this person is like, what the fuck? Right. And they turn and they look around and there's like the bottle of wine there. There's a castle and there's all these four cups, these lotuses, the horses in the background. And Divine Masculine is like, wait a fucking sec. Like, wait, you mean to tell me that all this other stuff was just a test and I actually get everything too? If you go for Empress, right? Um, this divine masculine will be somebody that will never leave you undefended. Okay, you don't need to defend yourself anymore against all of these people. They will literally take them all down. Anybody that has anything bad to say about you, divine feminine, anybody that tries to fight with you, anybody that's under attack for you, anybody that's trying to mess with your money, like they are going to create all the stability. Okay, they're going to create all the stability, and all these people are going to reap what they sowed. Okay, and for many of them, they sowed a desolate patch. They didn't sow something that was, they didn't sow a beautiful sowing. Look at this. The Empress just wants to stand out in this cup of love. So, anything else you need to tell us, please and thank you, as far as, yeah, the devil flipped and then flipped back, okay? This can be Capricorn related, okay? And I am picking up on a younger, this Princess of Swords keeps coming out in reverse with this Tower. So somebody that may have been close to you, maybe it's a younger sister, sibling, someone's sister. I'm picking up very strong, very light colored woman, light colored woman. Somebody's family or sister or something like this, maybe partner or something like this. Um, they're the ones that have maybe ran Collective's name through the mud with the sword in reverse. So that a lot of things that they've said that you've done, and that you've said and done a lot of things that you haven't potentially. Yeah. And you just been ignoring it. You're just like, whatever. I'm in hermit mode. Like, I don't even care. Like all your swords, like, I don't even care because you don't even exist to me. I don't even know who you are. I don't even know who you are. Like, I don't even need to cut it off because I don't even know who you are. Like, I'm focused on this, right? I'm focused on this, knowing how to go back to how true love used to be, right? I'm hearing this as you wish, like this what is this movie? Princess Bride. Princess Bride. Yeah, and he has this 10 of Pentacles. Birds can be significant. You guys may be seeing and hearing a lot of birds. And he's ready. Yeah, he's like watching her. It's almost like this. He's ready. We have the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, the World. Yeah, this has been a long time coming. This is your justice has been a long time coming. You have been waiting for these shifts to come in forever. You don't have to wait anymore. Okay? Justice is here. Ding, 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 ding. Justice is here. The world is here. The completion is here. Yeah. It's just like they just wanted to keep you in this mental mind fog. They wanted to keep divine masculine and divine feminine in this mental mind fog to prevent the union, as if you were better by yourselves or something like this, or attached to these sexual, physical attachments. For some of you guys, again, they can have a serious sex addiction, porn addiction. For many of you guys, I'm picking up on porn addictions. Um, Yeah. And they think that they can play all these games, but that's not going to happen. King of Wands in reverse. King of Swords. No more action like that is going to be tolerated. Okay, and this could have been part of this spiritual demon, this demonic entity that they put on you guys. I'm going to figure out how to make the shorts, you guys, so I can show you guys how to do all the different little cleansings and protection spells and stuff like this. But I did it. Yeah. Just focus on this love, what true love feels like, true love's first kiss or whatever, right? Focus on this. Keep your heart and your energy centered on this, what this feels like to have this person, because what they're literally attempting to do is block your ships from coming in by creating this mental prison, by making you stay focused on these other people that did you dirty, this other person that was close to you. It can be a lover, it can be a family member, okay? Someone, yeah, it can like a mother, a motherly figure, okay? Your family could have taken this money from you as well and been blocking this union. And if they're paying people to gang stalk and do all these weird things, then it must be a lot of money. Yeah. But they've spent a lot of money and they lost a lot of money. And that's why they're fucking freaking out now. And the ancestors are saying, that's okay. We'll sell your car. We'll sell your house. We'll sell your stuff. We're about to have an estate sale. We're going to open it up. All your shoes, all your clothes, all your jewelry, everything. Bye bye. Yeah. Because the collective has been in perfect balance. In perfect balance. They have done the work. They have centered. They have learned the lesson. They are ready to come into this union. They are ready for this completion, for this happy ending, for this 9 of Cups, right? They have done all of the work. They have come out noble. They are balanced. They are centered. Yeah, look, again, they're ready for this. They're ready for this partnership. So stay in that space. Don't focus too much on all of the old bad things that have happened, all of the extra work and stuff like this. You don't have to. It's like what I'm picking up on is like for the chosen ones, yeah, it's like all of your wishes are about to come true. It's like the universe has literally been holding them out for you. Literally. They've been holding them for you. They've been watching. They've been seeing, have you been growing? Are you doing this? Are you doing? Yes, you are. So now you get all of the fortune, all of the money, all of the physical, all of the wealth, all of the spiritual, all of it. You're about to get all of it. The love, the happy ending. Yes, you're about to be victorious. You're starting this new fucking path. And you're never going back to any of these people that abandon you. They do not get to participate. They do not, it doesn't matter how much they beg and plead, they do not get to be part of your story. They do not. The divine is very like, no, there's no choices, there's no options, there's no making up, there's no working with these people. They're done. You know how it is. You know who you cut people out. If you didn't cut the people out, then you're going to be cutting a lot of people out. And you're going to know. You're going to know the people that were fake, the people. So, what I'm actually picking up on is all the people that were attacking your character, all the people that were coming after you, all the people that chose to be on the side of the abuser and make you look like you're fucking crazy or you're poor or you're any of these other things. All of these people that ran to that other side that were going against you, they're all in this fucking 5 of Wands in reverse state. They're all in this 3 of Swords in reverse state. Okay. They are all fighting. They're fighting each other. The ancestors and the spirits and the angels are like fighting them. They're like kicking their ass. They're kicking their ass. They're just creating problems everywhere. They're creating things to be said about them everywhere, especially the girl, especially this couple, this blonde or silver, like light colored woman and dark colored man. Okay. They were lovers, but they probably came off as something else, family members or something else like this. But actually they were doing demonic practices, and that's what they were doing is they were trying to chain people down through sex magic. They were also basically attacking people, putting them in this mental torture. Okay. And they were taking over. They were taking people's properties, people's monies, people's fortunes. So they were both in it. Okay. So you may have thought that they may have been playing family, something like this, right? Like mother and mommy and son. Whoa, Nelly. Whoa, actually, they were lovers, right? And they had a choice to choose you or them, and they chose them because they thought there was going to be more money. And this old ass bitch, this other bitch, basically didn't realize that actually this other masculine was actually in love, that they had found. So they actually got offered. They got offered the Empress, right? All they had to do was to deny this other thing. They had to come out and be truthful about this other thing, about this past, who they were, whatever was going on, whatever they were lying about in the past. Maybe they killed people, right? They took people's possessions. They were working with some type of organization. They took people's money. They did a lot of different things, and they were offered in return, because maybe they did have a good heart or something like this. I don't know. Maybe they got caught up in the middle, manipulated. They were offered the Empress as the path out. They were offered this true love to say, okay, here is your golden ticket. I got a golden ticket. And they gave a golden ticket because this person was expressing they were ready, but this person didn't do the work. They didn't do the work. And now they're begging, and they're not going to get Empress back. They fumbled Empress for somebody over money, for this Princess of Pentacles. And they went back to, and this person said they had all this money and they were going to collect all this money, but they're like a child. Actually, neither of them have the money now. Neither of them are going anywhere anytime fast, except for potentially to fucking jail. Yeah. Yep. Eight of Swords. It's like this dynamic Bonnie and Clyde, but they're going to get everything that they deserve. They're going to get everything that they deserve. Everything that they were trying. They may have done this to many people. Yeah, Five of Cups. They have created a lot of loss. They have left a lot of people abandoned, or taken people's homes, taken people's monies, lied, manipulated, fraud, conned. They have done a lot. Yeah, Nine of Swords. They have done a lot, and they have done it in a manipulative state. Like, yeah, just trying to off people and collect on them. Yeah. And this is how they built their whole life, their whole empire, on offing people, on people that needed help or assistance, and preying upon them, preying upon them. And they came off initially as the ones needing help or assistance. Oh, but that was all a lie. Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords, you collective, you noticed that. You could tell something was off. You always knew something was off. You always knew. You always fucking knew. Because you're Empress. Because you're Empress. Because you can foresee it. Because you can feel it. You know this King of Wands in reverse was bullshit. You know they were lying. They were bullshitting. They were over there, Prince of Wands. Ooh, they were doing their mommy. They were licking their mommies. Whoop, whoop. They were licking the mommies and giving the D to the mommy. Prince. So this mother could have been sexually molesting or something. And no, because they said that they're not actually related, but they were playing mother and son. Oh, that's really sick. That's really fucking sick. And actually, he doesn't even like her. He likes men. But he was dealing with this other fucking Queen of Wands in reverse, this other Jezebel spirit, because they don't want people to know. They don't want people to know. They don't want people to find out who they are. Yeah, so they're just creating fights and other problems and heartache and everything everywhere else, trying to change the blame instead of take accountability that they were working with some fucked up, dark ass, demonic fucking people. And they were doing that. They were the third party all along. Ten of Swords. They're attacking collective all along. From the beginning, it was planned out. This could have been years. Okay. For some of you guys, this could have been a 6 to 7 year cycle. And now it is finally coming to a close. Justice. They're going to reap what they sow. May you get everything what you deserve. This Nine of Cups, this Five of Pentacles. So they're going to lose something. And this other little girl, prostitute girl, whatever. Actually, this was her whole thing. She created all of this toil, all of this nightmare, all of this trouble, all of these lies, all of this deception, just because, just to take away someone else's happiness because she's literally that jealous. Okay, this is probably the narcissistic, yeah, Five of Swords. To keep someone trapped, to keep them feel like they won, but they didn't actually win ever. Yeah. And it's like she feeds off of the sadness, off of the loss, the sadness, the emotion, especially when it has to do with people that are in love. Yeah, she's fucking feeding off of the love, the love that this other one has. Yeah, it's Princess of Wands in reverse, and she's actually sending other people there, other sex workers there to try to play a game, act a fool, um, to try to like, oh no, I never did this before. You're the fifth person I ever fucked today without a condom. And they're just playing. They're playing. They're telling him. They're telling the masculine whatever they want to hear, so they stay there and they don't move forward. So they don't find that inner balance. So they don't actually heal. So they stay in this reverse King of Pentacles. So they stay stuck needing to cry about different things and because they're withholding, they're like lording money or product or something over them. They're holding something over them. What is it? They're lording something over them. Security, money, safety, product. Nine of Wands. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse. Five of Wands. Okay, so this Jezebel spirit, they're trying to say that there is more money than there is, and there's actually not any more money. They're just making him work and creating stuff to fight, creating problems for him to fight, when actually there is no work. They've already been fucking cut off because someone else already ratted them out, and they're already out under judgment for being these demonic entities, and it's going back. Okay, what they thought they got away with before in the past is now being looked like with not with a blind eye but with a microscope. They are now under from higher law enforcements, things like this, where they thought they got away with something before. No. And this is super high up law enforcement. This is like FBI, CIA, Interpol, like high, yeah, and all of their lies, all of the bullshit, like what they said isn't matching up. What they said isn't matching up, and they're having a meltdown. They're having a meltdown because they're looking like a fucking fool to everybody. They're looking like a fool to everybody because they didn't protect feminine when they should have, because they tried to use magic to gain this money that didn't belong to them, to try to play the emperor, to try to pretend to play the emperor, but really they were the ones fucking attacking emperor and empress, causing all these problems. They're not going to be victorious. They are not going to be victorious. That's for sure. And these are some also organizations. Okay, these can be organized crime syndicate, different rings like sex rings, drug rings, poker rings, trafficking rings, corruption within the system of police. I picked up on police, judge, lawyers, attorneys, cops. Like there's a lot. Yeah, they're all being watched because they've all participated in trying to block this. Yeah, and they're all losing their shit. They're all going to have to go in court. They're going to testify. Actually, they've been questioning them, or they're going to be questioned in court, and they're going to look like fools because none of their stories are going to fucking match. They're going to lose all their fucking credibility. They're going to lose all their credibility because it's like they already have the receipts. It's like they already have the proof. They already have the receipts. They already have caught them fucking around. They've already caught them trying to burn information, trying to do all the stuff. They caught them. For some of you guys, they could have burned something down, trying to collect insurance, something like this. Yeah. Also, for many of them, their dick can be burning or whatever. They can be burning because they have some type of sickness and they're not being honest about it. They're hiding and they're still going around fucking people because that's how they're gaining energy, because they're losing. They're like in this losing fight. They're in this losing fight. They don't have any more passion. They don't have any more energy that they can suck because collective has cut them completely off. And so they're in this never ending fight. What are they fighting for? Not to heal. They're trying to um, they're still trying to turn in, they're trying to make deals with the devil. They're still trying to turn in souls. Yeah. Because they're going to not get any of this fortune that they were willing to unalive collective for to collect on. So they're fucking having a tantrum. They're pissed. They're pissed because they're not receiving what they thought was theirs that was never fucking theirs to begin with. Entitled much? Okay. And collective is coming back as this emperor energy. Okay. Collective is coming back as this emperor energy where it's like, bro, this is my shit. And they're about to rule. Collective, you're about to rule everything. I mean, you rule already, but it's like in a different manner. You guys are about to have everything you ever wanted and more. Like nothing is ever going to be a problem anymore. Yeah. You're not going to have anything to cry of. You're not going to be crying over all these people that you walked away from where you were kind of feeling slightly bad for people before. They're telling you, don't feel bad. Okay. They were not there for you. They tried to minimize your strength. They tried to knock you down. They tried to take your position as king or queen, as emperor or empress. They tried to step into your shoes of strength, and that's not happening. That's not happening. So, more of these people, forget about it. Forget about it. Don't feel bad. Anything that's happening to them is their consequences of what they wished on you or to take from you. And it's coming back. Yeah, because it's magic, bro. Oh, oh, it's magic, that's gonna cost you your fucking bro. They are emotionally distraught over something that doesn't even belong to them. And they want to, for some of you guys, they want to fight you, or they could be trying to fight everybody. They're trying to fight masculine. They're trying to fight this union. They're trying to put these weird thoughts and these weird ideas into divine masculine's head so he doesn't make the leap of faith. Yeah, it's magic. Stay in your strength, masculine. Stay in your strength. Don't go into that cowardly lion. Stay in your strength. Know what is and isn't yours. A great thing that you can do is call your power back to you. Rebuke any agreements, okay, that you did not make, that you do not agree with now, that are not in your highest aligned future and path, okay, and rebuke them. Rebuke them. All of your power back to you. Yeah, because they're trying to make you. They're trying to make you get so depressed, divine masculine, and give you so much work to believe that there's more work, that you never actually get this wish come true, that you don't deserve it. They're trying to keep you locked in work. For many of you guys, the third person for some of these divine masculines, the actual divine masculines, could have been work. Okay. Could have just been building this legacy and holding on to all of this stuff. They could have been going through therapy, and it could have taken them longer than they thought because they may have had some addictions. Okay. Some of the addictions could have been porn or sex addictions. Okay. This is something that they had to work on. And now maybe they have moved past that. They're out of that mental prison. And these people are trying to put divine masculine back in this mental prison. Okay. To where you're going to have to be begging divine feminine, you're going to be fighting, okay, where you're fighting each other, not divine feminine, and not for divine feminine. Divine masculine, if you are in divine union or divine counterparts, divine masculine, your job is to provide safety and security to feminine. So if feminine doesn't know that you're there, that you've always been there, that you're always going to be there, that you've known since a long time, you're not providing that safe space. You're not being honest. You're not providing that safety. Okay. She's still wondering, okay, is this person judging me? You're still wondering, is this person judging me? Are they fucking somebody else? This is what's running. You're still running this judgment over and over and over again. Okay. And you need to just stand in the space of strength. Okay. If you have been good, If you have been good, if you have been in the state of creation, if you have been in the state of balance and you have been moving forward from things and you've been in this empress state, then you've been in a state of creation. Then you're in a state of receiving. Okay. And they want to keep you in this state, masculine, that you don't get this happy. And it's like, I keep picking up on this. It's like that you don't deserve it. Right. It's like the same thing in Harry Potter, right? They kept giving back all of his letters, right? They didn't want him to go to the wizard school. They were not about it because they didn't want him to know that he was more powerful, that he was magic, that he was going to get everything that he ever wished. That there was this whole other community of people that thought he was amazing, that supported him. And this is what I'm picking up on, guys, is you're going to walk into this emotional fulfillment, this wish fulfillment collective, and you're going to walk in and everyone is going to be applauding you. And for the first time in your life, you're not going to have people trying to fucking compete with you. You're not going to have them having anything bad to say. They're all going to be like forehead kiss, like they are going to think you are everything, like everything you always have known, you felt within the depths of your soul, that you know you are, that you're here to express and to share. They're going to be like, oh my God, can you show me how to do that? Oh my God, that's amazing, right? Like I come here, thank you guys also for everyone for being here, right? I love the people that come on the chat. I love the people that come here. Why? Because I can see that they love the content. I can see that they are receptive, right? I can see people like, oh, wow, I love the pink. Oh, wow, I love the makeup. Oh, wow, that's super cool, right? That feels good. No matter who the fuck you are, it feels good to have other people that resonate on the same frequency, that like you for who you are, that aren't judging you for who you are. Now, there is a bunch of fucking tools that come on here, trolling ass motherfuckers, obviously. That's just normal. But if you just like, I don't even respond. Like I only respond to things um that are here for everybody. Hello, Miss T. You're digging your energy. You feel direct connection to you and your energy. Kiss, kiss. Smoochy, smoochies. Um, Narnia. But you're not a fool of yourself. you're, you're not a fool of yourself, or you're not as full of yourself. The reality is you will be, yeah, you will get everything, like the praise, the admiration, the respect, right? The payout. Like you're actually also, I'm picking up on this very strongly. You guys are going to be getting paid. It's like almost like where you're like, oh yeah, well I just did that for free before, or oh well, whatever, I just charge people like 50 or $100. It's not a big deal. They're going to be like, bro, like you need to be charging like $500, $5,000, and you're going to start to get this higher pay and without having to do more work because you've already done the work. You've already put in the work is basically what they're saying. And you're going to have all these people, and the only thing is you're just going to have choices. You're going to have so many choices, so many things ahead of you, so many people that want to work with you, so many people that want to do all of these things, that want to offer you love offerings. And you're just going to have to sit back and be like, hold on, let me think about it. Let me think about the choices. Let me counterbalance. Let me say, actually, I want this much. Actually, I want more than you're offering me, because now you know your value and you get time to think instead of having to to jump to try to be like, oh, well, I'm going to do this, or oh, I'm going to do this, or I need to do this because I need the money, or because I need to be accepted, or I need to be whatever, right? It doesn't matter. You're coming into this high priestess mode. Many of you guys collective are similar like me. You're very intuitive, right? Your skills are going to be taking you, these person, these people, this lover, many things are going to start taking you around the world, okay? And you're going to see, it's like, show me how good it can get, universe. You're about to see that. You're about to see all these people like in praise of you, like that know who you are, that love you and respect you. Like for me, I know that it's blocked, right? I know that I'm blocked on so many things, right? I even try to message my grandmother and it was like message blocking is active. Like I know for sure, like she didn't block me and I didn't block her. I know for sure. So I know that they're blocking me because they're afraid, right? They're afraid. People are trying to contact. They're blocking the email. They're blocking the accounts. They're blocking the phones. They're blocking the messaging. They're blocking it all. Why? Because they're trying to prevent it from coming in, but they can't, right? This is divine intervention. You are meant to rule. You are meant to rule. You may become like a world leader. Yeah. You may become a serious world leader, and you may get all this clout just from also just like sharing your story. Um, from sharing your story, and then your story basically has gone viral. For many of you guys, your story or you have already gone viral. I gotta plug you in here. Already gone viral. And so what's happening now is all of these people that talked all this shit on you are basically they have your story that you're now sharing, right? The same as me, story that I'm now sharing that's bringing me this inner peace, right? Is basically going to get you all of that attention, or already has. And they are over there looking foolish now because they're looking like the loser. They're looking like the fool. They're looking like um yeah, they're looking like someone that didn't love you, that didn't care, that didn't defend you, that didn't protect you, that was only in it for the fucking fortune. And if they come back, they're only in it for the fucking fortune. So don't listen to anything they have to say. Like for me, I'm just like, okay, if I can't receive messages and calls and emails and all that other stuff, then I know my wish fulfillment, I know it's going to happen regardless. I don't have to worry about technology, right? I don't have to worry about technology. Why? Because I know that I get this, right? You're chosen. The reason why we're chosen is because we came here to create a new earth. We came here to lead. You guys may be like literally either royalty or some type of leader, like world leader. Look at this. You're going to help balance a lot of things that go on in the world by teaching people how to be closer to themselves, by bringing this divine union into play, right? By sharing your knowledge or your information or your gifts, right? The world. Yeah. Yeah. And you're going to stop a lot of the fights, the wars. You guys are like legendary leaders. Yeah, it's like starting this new era. Starting this new era by sharing this information, right? This new KNEW, this new era, because you're sharing, because we're really tapped in, and we're going to teach people how to be in part with their intuition, how to follow the inner guidance, not the exterior fucking programming that's brainwashing us, right? We're going to be able to actually say, no, I'm going to find the little passion that's inside of me, and I'm not going to listen to other people telling me what the passion should be inside of me. I'm not going to let people not let me share my emotions, not let me tap in to what makes me emotionally happy, right? Like people can talk all this shit. They can ask me if I'm a tranny and all this other stuff because all the makeup that I put on. Actually, I don't put on any face makeup. I just put on eye makeup. But I can either let that bother me, or I can just say that's great because guess what? This brings me so much joy. My inner child loves painting on the rainbow fucking colors. Look at this, you guys. My inner child, like tell me your inner child doesn't love it. They love it. They love when you want to go out and play frisbee, when you want to go and be silly or go dancing or whatever, right? You are the creator, the magician. You are creating the internal, the macro and the micro, right? The as within, so without. So if I'm feeling sunny and bright and happy and colorful, right? I can express that on my physical body palette as an exterior expression. And this is me sharing my happiness, sharing like I'm an artist, I'm a creator, I'm very colorful, right? I like to do that. This is what brings me closer to my joy, closer to my person, right? Because I'm in my authentic truth, because I'm acting, because I know I'm the beginning and the ending. I create from the beginning to the ending, right? I'm creating this story. I'm finding how to balance myself and how to look away. See how she's looking away from something? How to look away from the things that are emotionally draining or emotionally exhausting. The people that want to fight. We don't need to fight. We have no need to fight. Like, there's nothing I need to fight anybody for. Like, do I want my belongings back? Yes. Am I willing to fight you for it? Fucking no. No, I'm not. Like, I might send the authorities and have it just retrieved if you don't want to just help me or offer me solutions on how you're going to make sure my stuff is returned safely to me instead of holding it hostage when you have my passport, my intellectual property, my art, my jewelry, my personal bathroom stuff, and all of my fucking clothing. Like, like you think you're that good. You know, you think with your dick, bro. You think with your dick, and you holding on to stuff that doesn't belong to you doesn't make you someone that somebody wants to work with. It makes you somebody that they don't want to work with. Okay. What it does is it shows the truth. You were trying to get a fuck, and the Queen of Swords is like, okay, we're going to cut that out. Okay. For some of you guys, they could have also been paid to keep attacking, to counterattacking. Like I said, you're now this dude that stole my shit is now because I have such important stuff in there. You're now part of an organized crime syndicate. You are now part of people that are sex trafficking, human trafficking, making, you're doing hacking, you're doing all this other stuff, you're using AI and all this other stuff, and you have fucking problems with it, with relationships and women. Like, bro, like, no, like that shit's coming back on you. That shit's coming back on you. And bro, like, when you have me working for you, like, I have pictures of your plants in 2 different places in your house, bro. Not so fucking smart. Who's in charge now? Who's in charge now? Like, you can either return my shit or you can go to fucking prison in Indonesia. It's just that simple. You may be doing both regardless. And begging for fucking forgiveness. I would just assume figure out, get your little demon ass out of there and figure out how to fucking give feminine what the fuck she wants. Give her that stability and stop playing fucking games. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, fuck these gang stalkers. Yeah, you know what I posted today on my Instagram is this song from like the Joker or whatever, right? Harlequin, where it's like baby, I'm a gangster too. Right? Why? Because it's like, bro, like, do you understand? I just called on my people, right? I called on my angels, I called on whatever for the divine intervention. I was like, bring it on. Put these people in check because I don't want to get angry, right? I don't want to break a nail, right? I don't want to get angry. I don't have my nails. Like, that's why I bite all my fingernails off. That's why I normally get nails. So you guys want to fucking donate to my cause and see epic art nails? Like, go ahead and drop me some money in my fucking PayPal. I like to eat. I don't buy many things, but my nails, which are about not this much, so like $30 or $40 for a full set of like elaborate art nails out here in Bali. But the point is, right, is it's like I know what makes me feel good. And they're like, no, 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 don't worry. We got this. We got this. Like, you worked really hard. Stay in your balance. Focus on bringing your union together. Don't worry about all these people that were fucking each other and talking all this shit. Don't worry. Don't worry. You're bringing them all down. Okay. You're bringing them all down. And you're going to have the final decision. You're going to have the final decision. Okay. And that's kind of how it's going to be, right? It is like you're going to be the final, like, it's like this judge, this jury, like all these people, right? There was a lot of corrupt officials and different things that were all part of it. The lawyer, like whatever, somebody in mail, like, like shipping mail department, like this, something like this. All of them. Yeah. All of them are going to be begging your forgiveness, collective. And you need to not feel bad. Actually, that's a real story. You need to not feel bad because these people try to fuck you up. They try to put you off your game. They try to bust your fucking union apart, right? The gang stalkers is like the fucking dickheads here that are trying to fuck with the internet the whole time that I'm here channeling, which is why if you are in America or whatever, wherever the fuck you are, I'm going to go back to doing my early morning. So at like noon or 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we're going to start doing lives as well. Because these people want to try to make me miss my opportunity. Bitch, you can't. Bitch, you can't. Stay in balance, Divine. Stay in balance. Don't buy into any of this shit. You are waiting for your ships to come in, and they are all coming in. I'm hearing this, what do you call it? This foghorn. This foghorn. When I hear that foghorn blow. Yeah. These people are going to reap what they sowed. Okay. And for you guys have been sowing love. You've been sowing support. You've been sowing all of this. So you're going to get your payback. They have not. They have been taking and attacking and trying to rape you of your fortune and the wheel of fortune. They're trying to take your happy. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. We're going to get rid of them all. That's what the ancestors are here for. So that's why you guys got to go back. I was talking about this yesterday, calling on your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, and how you pray is really important. Make sure when you are praying, I talked about this in the beginning. Make sure that you are not praying to a lord, to anybody lording over you. Make sure that you understand that you are commanding to access the divinity within you, the divine, your angels, your oversouls, your ancestors, your spirit guides. So we do not pray to a lord. A lord is somebody that is owning you or your property. So I'm a sovereign being. I own myself. I am my soul. This is my own universe that I am in control of. I am source, creation, experiencing itself individually. Yes, even though I am part of source creation, but I am sovereign. And when we pray, we don't pray to somebody lording over us. We don't pray to a man because source creation, okay, let's just be honest. If God is anything, and it's a woman, but source creation is both. It's enveloping both. So to pray to a man or a Lord, a savior, something like this, it's like, no, you're putting all the divinity outside of yourself. You're disconnecting yourself from your own divinity. That's why my channel is called Divinity Within Thee, where we take time to get in touch with our divine, our divine, our divinity. So that's why when we tap in, that's why you see me do in the beginning the prayer. I should just make a thing that's just the prayer so you guys can learn how to do the prayer. Dear universe, source, creator, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, ancient deities, ascended masters, archangels, oversouls, animals, elementals, right? All of my spirit team that is here to protect and guide, to bring us forward to the highest possible timeline and outcome with only love and light and the highest vibrational frequency. We call upon you. We thank thee, right? You command. We thank thee for your presence. We thank thee for your protection. The all that is, the Almighty. This is not a man or a woman. Do not try your prayers differently and try not to address as a man or a Lord or in the name of Jesus Christ. Just try not. You can, your buddy Jesus. Jesus is an ascended master. He's my brother. Okay. I don't have any issue. Okay. I believe God is a woman, so that's a little bit different. But if it had to choose, because source is creation, you can still pray for them or to them. But if you want to see your manifestation of your actual divine counterpart coming in, then you cannot separate yourself from divinity. So if you are letting someone lord over you, or that you're praying that someone else is going to save you, no one is going to save you but yourself. Your angels, your guides, your ancestors, your spirits, your oversouls. That's who's going to save you. Okay. This isn't like, come on, it's like Santa Claus. Like this, he can't fucking save everybody all at once like that. It doesn't work. You call on, everybody's assigned their little spirit team. Everybody's assigned a little spirit team. Okay. You guys are all a little happy family. You guys are all in union. They're all there to help you. But if you don't ask them, then they can't. And see, what's happening is everybody's praying to a God, to a man, to a father, to Jesus Christ, and they don't actually have the capacity to help you because you've already been assigned your archangels, your ancestors, your spirit guides, your oversouls. You've already been assigned a whole team. So attempt to pray and call in those team members to help you, right? It's like you got to go to the manager, you got to go to the HR department. Does that mean every day you still can't make your normal prayers or whatever that make you feel good? Of course you can, but also I would like you to try for 1 week as an exercise, praying to the divine and saying, thank you for your protection, for your guidance, for your clarity, for your presence, their guidance and their clarity that are going to answer you. They are the little angel devil. They are the intuition. They are the Gemini cricket. They are the ones that are helping you, that are directing you. They are. They are here to help us to not be fucking fools. But if we're fools and we're like, but I am praying to a man in the sky, like, bro, what do you think? Like, not possible, bro. Not possible. When you tap into your inner being, to your spiritual being, we're in a water planet. We're mainly water creatures. Water is emotion. Water is feminine. Soul, spirit, emotion. That is feminine in nature. You don't have to believe God is a woman to just pray to universe, source, creator, all that is divine, spirit guides, angels, ancestors. You don't have to be a man or a woman. You don't have to believe that God is a man or a woman or anything else except for source, creator, the all that is. Try to address it without putting a man, physical, literal, spiritual, however you put it, as a being, as another being of light. Imagine that you are light. You are not a man, you are not a woman, you are not existing on this planet. You are a being of light. Imagine you're praying to your angels or your ancestors. They're spirits. They're not embodying ass and titties, bro. Like they're not. They're not. So pray accordingly, okay? Because words are spells. That's why it's called spelling. If you want to understand, I don't do any evil or dark spells, but I do call in. I'm obviously out here speaking and out here protected by the divine, just like collective, right? Give it a week. Try to pray to source, creator, divine, the all that is. Your angels, your ancestors, your guides. Ask them. Ask them. Please give me a sign. Please, can you help? Please, can you help me to feel more protected? Please, can you remove these people? Please, can you rebuke any contract? Please, can you return to sender anything that is making me feel uncomfortable or in a not protected space? Thank you. I am so grateful for you bringing in all of the rewards that I get. I'm so grateful for staying in service to the all that is. I'm so grateful for everything that I'm learning. I'm so grateful, right? For this, they're grateful. They're saying they're grateful. They're grateful for your continued commitment, right? This card is like you're committed to your craft, you're committed to your spirituality. And this is why they went to monotheism, right? This is why they changed to monotheism, because what they didn't want is people connecting. This is like they beat this woman. I saw something today about it. Um, and she had written this book, and what the book talked about is how she had connected directly to God. She had connected directly to God herself without the priest or the bishop or the whatever, the preacher, whatever. And they got fucking pissed. They got pissed. They told her, we're going to murder you if you don't renounce these fucking writings. And she's like, absolutely not. What do you mean? What do you mean? She was like an ascended master, the same as Mary Magdalene, the same as Sophia, the same as Jesus Christ himself. He was an ascended master. He did not come to be worshiped as a god or fucking pray to. He literally, it makes him sick. It makes him sick that you guys got it so twisted. Now, am I saying he's not good? No, your buddy Jesus, like this motherfucker came to bring the knowledge, right? That's why I call myself Sophia. My name is Zoe, which means life, to live life. Sophia is divine wisdom, the divine wisdom of life. This is the inner, the blueprint that exists within us. And this was what a lot of the lost scriptures and things talk about, is that we contain within everything you need. That says it in the Bible 100 times. Everything you need is already within you. Do not be afraid. Fear ye not. Everything you will ever need is already within you. As within, so without, as above, so below. So we have access. It's the cultural program that has taught us otherwise, as if we don't, as if we cannot. And they have made it like that. And we have to break the matrix a little bit. Excuse me, we have to break the matrix a bit in order to kind of deprogram that from ourselves. And that's what I'm saying is here's the thing that people can do. People that pray every day, right? Like for me, I didn't always pray every day. I would like do meditation and do all this stuff. Now, of course, I pray every day, multiple times, day and night, whatever. But I changed the way that I prayed. And when I stopped praying to this patriarchal idea, the amount of fucking protection, the amount of clarity, the amount of safety, the amount of nobody can fuck with this, like that I felt like from the spiritual ethereal realm was like exponential, exponential. You don't have to do anything. These are just suggestions. It's just information. Do what you will. I'm here to teach people how to tap into the divinity that's within them, to understand that we're not that different from source. You and me, we're not that different, that we're just source experiencing itself. So thank you for bringing my power back to me. Thank you for bringing back the awareness. I would like to access more of my power. I am so grateful to be able to access my power and my gifts. Thank you for blessing me with these gifts. Can you show me more? Right? You need to ask. You need to be grateful and you need to ask. And the way that it's formatted is still the same like a prayer. Dear, thank you, right? Thank you. Now, I don't always ask for something. Most of the time, I just thank them for their presence, for their being, for their understanding, for their protection, but mainly for their presence. You hear me say it in the beginning when I light the incense and when I do the prayer, right? For their presence. So I'm like, thank you. Be here with me. Be here, meow, right? Be here with me because as you're here with me and as I'm in this state, it's like in Bali. Bali means the offering. They put everything, all these that called chanang, all of these blessings and stuff down on the ground. Why? With the incense, because the incense calls the ancestors. Why? Because they believe that they can come here. Bali means the offering. They believe that here that we can commune on a normal level in a physical plane with the spiritual and ethereal. They have like week 10 days celebration twice a year where they sit with the ancestors. They do all of this stuff. It's very normal. It's very normal. But they're saying, we want to commune with you, not please, 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 not begging, not below. And this is what lording over. This means I own you, I own your land. You are property or you are a slave. Are you a slave? Are you a slave to religion? Are you a slave to a god? I don't think so. I think that that's completely out of what the divine really wanted. Not for you to be a slave to the gods, not for them to lord over you. That's for sure. For them to help and support and to guide and to be this divine, like, what do you call it? Faith and trusting, right? Knowing within ourselves that we come from something bigger. But definitely like source divine is love. It is love. It is not lording or ownership. It is not patriarchy. It is not. It's not. This is something that was rewritten to program us culturally to keep us in a state of fear or obedience. So the best way that you can develop your own inner wisdom, your awaken your own Sophia, right? Is by connecting to that inner wisdom, is by doing the meditation, is by doing the prayer, is by asking your guides and feeling it. You're like, you know what? Actually, whoa, is that really the answer? Yeah, okay. Like, please give me a clear sign or signal or answer. Can you tell me, is this person right? Is this job right? Is this place right? Is this action right? They are happy to help you and direct you. Now, it may be right for you at that time. It may be part of the process that because you didn't learn a specific lesson and you need to learn it again because you didn't integrate it. That can also happen. But most of the time, even even your epic golden angels, even your epic golden assholes are still your angels. They're still here. to assist. So everything is a lesson. We're here on Earth School. And when we understand that the lesson is where the blessing is coming from, then we realize, oh, okay, if we learn the lesson and integrate, then um, we don't have to be in fear. Speaking the truth, yes. Yes, yes, and we can pray. You will still pray for them. Yeah, you can still pray for the people that did all these bad things against you. You know, like, and like we say that you don't need to pray for your enemies necessarily, but you like, I pray for all the people who have not found their way, who don't feel in their soul to be right. Right? Self love is God's love, healing love. Yes. Hello, sister. Thank you for your subscriptions. Yeah. And that's what it is self love is God's love. This is like, for me, I'm like, okay, I'm only doing an hour or an hour and a half, and then I'm gonna get off. But as I sit here, see these goosebumps that come on my arm, as I sit here and I see these people, we are understanding. We're like, wow, this feels like I feel it, right? Like I'm getting the goosebumps, right? Like I feel it in my being. I feel it in my being. I feel like my whole body is responding to it emotionally, physically, spiritually. And that's what it is when you find that self love, when you're saying, I'm connecting with God and source, and many religions will even say this, your relationship with God is yours. Everyone's is going to be different. Everyone's is going to be different. So your relationship that you are repeat, right? The reason why God is called the Father is because we are born, begot in the image. Father is man, mankind. Okay, don't take everything so fucking literal all the time. There's a lot of there's a lot of secret things that are written, especially in English language and translation, especially in the Bibles and stuff like this. If we're made in His image, He is divine perfection. They are divine perfection. The gods are divine perfection. They're not going to make something fucked up. That's going to be the system that made you feel like you were fucked up, that you were not perfect in some sort of way. You are perfect. You have your own perfection. Everybody has their own skill or gift. Everybody's skill or gift and talent is going to be different. And that is okay because we are source experiencing itself individually and we are collectively co-creating the feedback that's coming on. That's why when we make communities, we have the baker and the teacher and the farmer and the builder and the engineer and the fisher. You know what I'm saying? It's like not everybody can do all those positions. So we need different people to do the positions. It's okay. Everybody has different skill sets. Yeah, in the Bible, yeah, you can interpret things so many different ways. And here's what they talk about. We believe the Bible to be the word of God as far as it is translated correctly. Now, if you speak any other languages, then you happen to know that 9 times out of 10, most other languages don't have the full translation to translate directly. So already we're losing a lot. We're losing a lot just by language translation. And God warns about that literally in the Bible. So, do you understand? And then there's all the people that came to rewrite the Bible, recreate the calendar, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. We don't have to go there. Let's stay on the space of your connection to the divine. And the divine, despite you have the same epigenetics, right, as source creator, the same. The same person that created the beautiful jungle and the beautiful ocean and the beautiful sunset and the beautiful planets and space created you. It was intentional. And I just want people to know you're here. You're still here. You're still alive. You are still important. You are still special. And each person individually is important and special. Individually, we have our own shit that we're supposed to be doing. And this is why we can't get far. This is why the people will pay for the shit that they did or be begging because you can't take someone else's destiny. There is lots of family trauma and karma and things that build up. Sometimes you feel like people have an easier life or a harder life, and you wonder why. You don't know the karma. You don't know the blessings. You don't know the outcome. You're not seeing things from a higher perspective like the divine is, right? Spirit is rocking you musicality. So yeah, you can receive a lot of messages through music. You're like, wait a second. You're like, am I supposed to turn here? And they're like, turn that ship around or whatever, like, give me one reason to stay here, right? And you're like, oh shit. It's like, wait, did someone give me a reason? Well, I better turn it back around. Like, I'm gonna go. I'm out. And you will receive the signs and signals because it's not something that needs to come necessarily through the book or through a congregation or something like this. And the more that you pay attention to the signs and the synchronicities that your angels and your ancestors and everybody are giving you, the more that they can let all of these things unfold and take care of the karmatic balance the way that it's meant to be. The more that you try to take it into your own hands and be in control, because humans like to be in control, because it's a program, right? It's a patriarchal program of being higher, lording over, controlling, right? This was made to rule, to create taxes, to create land. All of this stuff was free. All of the, we created all of that. We just bought into all of the people that said that was a thing. And we're just like, yeah, okay. I'm gonna just be a slave for the rest of my life and work to never get to enjoy all this shit because someone else is collecting money and they said I should do it. Like, ship shape. Like, no, bitch. No, you're divine. You have a divine birthright. You are magical. You may be a unicorn or a fucking who knows what. We don't know. Like, it doesn't matter what realm. What matters is like that happy thought, right? Stay in your happy place, stay on that happy thought and and start your trajectory, right? Perception and projection is 9/10 of universal law. So if you're just like, oh, well, God said that it can't be like, then that's your truth. That's your truth. And nobody can take that away from you and nobody can change your mind except for you. You're the one. But the true wisdom seeker, the true Sophia state, when you're hitting that wisdom is to understand that no matter how much you don't know. The real genius is the one who says, okay, change my mind. Like I'm open for someone to show me different. I have studied lots of religions. I've studied lots of texts. I sit and talk to source creator self. And this pisses people off because they have to sit and fucking meditate for years or sit and pray or do all this crazy shit when I'm just like, I just did what I was told. I just followed all the signs and the signals and synchronicities and no matter how much these people, no matter how hard you try, you can't stop us now. Like no matter how much these people try to break you down, tried to break me down, like the universe was just like, here's somebody else that's going to feed you today. Here's somewhere else you're going to stay. Here's somebody else that owes you money that now it's coming back to you. Here's a new fucking job. Here's a great fucking offering. Here's somebody that treats you right. Here's somebody that's going to respect you when they talk to you, and it's just one thing after another. And these people are getting fucking pissed. They're like, this isn't. And like, fuck them, it's funny, right? It's funny. It's not a history book, it's a spiritual book that teaches cosmic principle and spiritual growth. Well, yeah, so a lot of people have to understand that it's more about the story. It's not supposedly like just factual, right? It's a bunch of people that are telling a bunch of stories it's like it's like in the 80s, right? Okay, in the 80s, like stories, movies, shows, kid shows, everything like this, they had to have like a plot line at the end. Like there had to be like, so this is why this is good and this is why this is bad, right? This is why we told this story because this person was the victim and this person was the perpetrator and blah blah blah, right? And they show all of this stuff. Like just imagine the Bible is kind of an older text talking about that. It's like, listen, we did all this shit that we were told by our angels, we were told by God, like you shouldn't be doing this, and we tried it, and guess what happened? Then there was a fucking plague. We built the Tower of Babel, and guess what happened? Then we all fucking scattered and started speaking different languages. And the principle is basically like, listen, listen to the higher intuition. And as you're doing all of your chakra work, and as you're coming up, you're awakening the rainbow serpent, and as you're coming to your crown chakra. This is why organized religion has people go like this. Why? Because they're cutting off the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown chakra. They're cutting it off. It's an inverted cross. They're cutting it off. They're chopping off their the heart to head coherence, your ability to speak, your ability to know, your ability to use your third eye and connect through your crown. Why did Jesus have the crown? It's all symbolism, you guys. It's all symbolism. Like people take everything so fucking literal, and this is what causes the problem. How do you feel on carrying a weapon as protection? Would it take away from your faith? I feel that, okay, so I don't have my keys with me. I have like this little angry thing that's on my keys. Now, I didn't carry this for a really long time, but after all this stuff started going down, okay, I carry it now. Not because I'm scared or afraid, but because I choose to be prepared. It's more like Boy Scout shit, right? Like, but my projection and my perception is that I'm spiritually protected. Like I'm already protected in the spiritual and the physical, but sometimes like our brain or our body or our being needs another visual aesthetic, right? To make us feel safer. And if you don't know, like try muscle testing, ask to say, hey, angels, does it insult you if I carry this protection on my keys or this pepper spray or this knife on my hip? Like, they're going to be like, no, like if that's what makes you feel safe and you feel good. Now, if you're going in a state of paranoia like that, then yes, that would be counterproductive. Does that make sense? So, it's not taking away from your faith. You're just saying, like, and you can actually ask, you can pray about it too and ask the answer, but you can say, I'm carrying this because I'm still trying to integrate my internal physical spiritual being with my external being. And so I'm going to carry this, not because I don't feel that you're protecting me or not because I don't feel that I'm safe, because for some reason I feel like for me, I carry it because I need people to, like I don't need people to see, but it's like also what it's what it creates, right? As we're in such a programmed system, what it creates is like, oh, this chick actually does have a weapon on her keys and she probably knows how to use it. Like it looks like it's been on there for a while. So it's just letting people know, like, fuck around and find out. Does it mean like I'm gonna try to fucking stab somebody with it, or I want to fight somebody, or that I couldn't just like knock them out or throw them over my shoulder or fucking choke them out? No, it doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean I'm gonna do that. No. And I don't ever go out thinking, oh, someone's gonna come and get me, because if I feel that way, then I stay inside. If I feel unsafe about something internally, then I stay inside, or I go, or I call somebody that I feel safe with, or I go somewhere where I feel safer, right? Entertain I don't entertain like lower vibrational frequencies because it's not good. Um, love you. Love you. Love your voice. Thank you. When you learn higher esoteric science, that you learn to know you are always a student. Knowledge is infinite. Yeah. And we're always going to be learning things. And the person that thinks that they've already learned everything, or that they already, oh, I already knew this, like, if you knew it, then it wouldn't be showing up again through somebody else or through the same person again to bring it back to your attention. Maybe you need to restudy it. You know how many times I've read or listened to the Emerald Tablet? Fucking hundreds and hundreds. Do you learn something new every time that you are revisiting these texts, this information, this meditation, the breath work, yoga, any of it? Yes. Yes. Every time I learn something new, just like when I read the tarot cards, every time I do a reading, sometimes I'll find new stuff in the cards that I've had for 10 years, 15 years, and I'll find stuff that I never saw in there before, because now is the time that it's meant to show up for me, because now is the time that I can cognitively be aware and maybe integrate it, because I didn't maybe, excuse me, because I didn't maybe integrate it before, right? Sometimes the universe just puts something in your path again, not because you didn't learn the lesson, to see if you're going to do the same shit again, to see if you still like, thank you, may I have another? You know what I'm saying? Like, or are you going to stand on your shit? Are you going to stand on your boundaries? Are you going to be like, wait a second, I seen this. This is pattern recognition. I seen this. I dealt with this. I ain't going to deal with it. No. Mm-mm. Because when you agree, you concur to receiving more of what you're in agreement with. And if you're not pushing back, if you're not trying to remove yourself or remove it from you, then you're in agreement to it. Only that which you allow is that which will continue. So don't be in agreement to it, right? And always put on your protection spells. Always put on your protection spells. I was showing everybody this before earlier about I was seeing somebody, they're rubbing their hands and their feet together. It's the same. And it closes. We're like a battery. It closes the circuit. Boom, boom, boom. Brings all your energy back. Call your energy back. Close the circuit and say, I'm keeping my protective closed circuit while I go out. Imagine yourself in a little fucking bubble, like Glinda the Good Witch or whatever, right? Imagine yourself in this little protected bubble, whatever color that you feel good about, and that it's now your protection, that you're charged up, that your battery is fucking charged, that you have all of your energy, and that you're not giving it out unless you feel like giving it out. And you will see, um, you will see that there is certain things or certain people or certain circumstances that will continue to try that, because it's not always that you didn't learn your lesson. Sometimes it's the universe saying, remember this lesson, remember how you came so far from that, and they just need you to acknowledge it, right? This is quantum mechanics. Just need you to acknowledge, I see the pattern. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that again. Thank you. No, 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 no. I would like to try something new this week, No, no, no. I tried that. That was a dumpster fire. I'm good. And just coming upon that, right? Calling yourself out on your bullshit. Like, this is the biggest thing, because you are the divine. So it's like, who's going to hold you accountable? You are the one. You're practicing free will. You are holding yourself accountable. It's not God at the end. It's you. It's your soul has signed up for the mission. Your soul has signed up for Earth School. Your soul has signed up to learn these lessons. So it's not God that's going to fucking judge you at the end. You are God. God is you. You are judging yourself. You are your own fucking judge, your own jury, your own enemy, your own fucking support system. How you choose whether you think you can or cannot do something is how it plays out. Whether you think you will or won't have support, or you will or won't be good at something, you start programming it into your brain. So speak about yourself in positive. Speak about your outcomes that you would like to receive in positive aspects. Like, God isn't speaking in negative aspects. God, source, creation itself is love. So if I was source, if I was love, if I was pure love, what would I say to myself right now? You're amazing. You got this. Like, it's almost yours. Don't worry. It's coming around the bend. I love you. Right? And speak to yourself like that, as if you are source. If source was delivering you love, like, how would you speak to yourself? And that's what you have to do. Um, awesome. That's how you feel. Yeah, you have the right to protect yourself, both physical, spiritual, and emotional. Yeah, and sometimes that happens, right? Like, for me, right? Like, I feel good. Like, I know I can't be inside forever, but I feel good being inside. And I know after so much narcissistic abuse, gang stalking, all this other stuff, that agoraphobia is a very real thing, right? It's like your nervous system is finally regulated itself, and it's like, wait a second, I don't really know if I'm ready to go outside around a bunch of people in big spaces, because my body, my nervous system, my brain, everything is going to start calculating all these crazy things, because maybe I didn't finish doing all of the healing work. Now, I know I didn't finish all of it. I know that there's some that's going to come from coming back into union relationships, different things like this, actually having people close to me that I can trust, right? Now I don't have that. So it's a little bit different, but I understand that that's not forever. I understand, like, as the cards were saying, the divine removed all those people. They removed you from all those people because they don't get to cash in on anything, any of your blessings, right? So I understand that this is temporary. Everything is temporary, right? This too shall pass, or whatever. Like, you need to be aware. Fear ye not. It's the authorities that are used to unalive. So you have the right to bear arms. The hitman is the law. Yeah, I mean, like, the corruption and all this other stuff is definitely part of it. Definitely part of it. As if the universe is testing for your progression. Yeah, and that's exactly what's happening. Is the universe is testing your progression. Like, are you still good at this, or you want to do more of it? You want more? And so sometimes what I realize is, I'm like, wait, I've already made it past this fucking. I've made it past this lesson. What am I supposed to learn here? And sometimes you have to go and be like, okay, well, what, what do I see within this person or this situation that's bothering me within myself? Not everybody is definitely a reflection, but you can start to go back and you can start to figure it out, right? Like, I even figured out this crazy old fucking dude or whatever. I was like, what do I have? Like, this person is a drunk, they're this, they're that. And it's just like, okay, well, actually, like, he's just retired and he just wanted to plan a land and like enjoy smoking and whatever, right? Like, he just wanted to do that. and he wanted to change his life. Maybe he was doing crazy shit, right? Like a crazy hustler in the rest of his life. And now he's just like, I just want a chill, slow life. And I was like, okay, this is why the universe brought this person to me. Because this is another path that I can go. I can be like this, but it's like, no, 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 I don't want to be like this. But I understand. It's like, I'm old. I've done all this stuff. I don't want to be in hustle culture anymore. I just want to chill and grow my own food and be left alone. And, sometimes if I want to smoke, I want to smoke, but not always. So whatever, right? Like, I'm not going to let other people feel judgment of me feeling good or celebrating or enjoying my life. However that shows up for me. I'm not going to let the exterior. And so I said, okay, I'm going to stop judging. I'm going to stop trying to fix. I'm going to stop trying to help. It's not my fucking job. It's not my job. If someone wants help, they can schedule a session. You can email me or drop a message below in the actual comments, not in the chat, because I don't see anything after the chat goes away. But yeah, I am blocked on a lot of things. So make sure you say, I sent you a DM or whatever, and on the actual comments on one of my videos. So I know, okay, that you want to schedule a session because they literally are trying to block me. Yes, this is like the hitman shit. They don't want the chosen people to share the information. They don't want it. There are no good or bad. Life is about tests. You either pass or you fail. If you pass, you attain a spiritual gift. If you fail, you learn from it and do better next time. Yeah, peace and freedom. Exactly. Hey again, hormone. That's exactly kind of what it is, right? It's like we've created our what is good or bad. Now we know internally, right? Like killing people or raping children or eating babies is bad. I hope you know that. I hope everyone here knows that. We know that those things are bad, right? So we're not going to participate in that. We know that stealing and robbing and doing all these things like hurting other people, this is bad. We know this. Innately, we know this within our own being. We don't have to be like, well, let's see if everybody notices and thinks it's bad or not. Like, no, we already know. We know it's bad. We know better than to do it. Hopefully, you're not doing any of it. But it's like how you choose to view what is good or what is bad, perspective, perception, and projection. So if you're just like, well, gay people are bad, or well, Republican or Democrat are bad. That is your truth that you have created your truth. Does it make it bad or good? No. It makes it that's your truth, right? Like what somebody else may put up with that they think is good, right? Like I had a girlfriend, she's like, well, I thought that this guy was being so bad to me, but then I realized he's been so much better than me than all these other people. And it's like, well, you're comparing a green apple to a red apple. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this person may be better in these aspects than all these other people were, but does that mean that he's treating you well or treating you good? No, he's not treating you bad, but is he treating you good, or is he giving you the bare minimum that you need to be treating him the way that he wants, right? And so this is a whole thing. And it's like you can't compare bad to worse. You have to have your set level of standards of what you say is good or what you say is bad, and this is your internal what is bad or good for you, right? If you say this religion is bad for me, then I guess that's bad for you, but that's your opinion, because there's thousands of other people that's like, this is good, this is everything. So both can be true, but how you choose and if you learn the lesson or not from it, if you understand that sometimes when things come back around, it's to remind you how far that you come from that, not to test you again with it, to remind you, oh fuck, remember when you were there, remember when you were there and you wanted to be where you are now. That's crazy, right? Like, not everything is a retest, just to be clear. Not everything is another fucking test. We're in earth school, so a lot of things is like a blessing or a lesson. Okay. Generally, regardless, the blessing is going to come. Sometimes the lesson has to come in order for another blessing to come, because that's how our souls created the contract about it, right? Because we didn't learn it the way that we thought we would, or something like this. So there's something else that is indebted to it. Anyways, guys, it's time. Say hello to the baby. Baby wants to eat, so it's time for dinner. She's reminding me it's already late, so we got to go. I will catch you guys tomorrow or again early in the morning, my time. I don't know what time it is where you're from. I know some of you guys are from Australia, but as always, I'm sending all of the love and the positive vibrations. You guys are awesome. Keep up the good work. Keep moving forward through things. Keep feeling into your intuition. Don't let all of the exterior noise and programming change your good heart, right? Follow your heart, not your passion, not your dick, not your whatever, your heart. Where does your heart lead you? What does your heart say? This is why people bow when they pray. That's why, to put your head below your heart so your brain stops processing, so your emotional so your heart center can process. So let that be a challenge. Um, but it should not affect your emotions or how your day will be. If so, you need to do some more healing. The rental space in your head. Yes, exactly. Exactly. So if people are really just getting at you, then yeah, he's right. They're basically and they're living rent free in your mind and your being, and you're letting it become obsessive. And that's why I keep saying you got to just kind of let it go. You got to kind of let these people go. You got to know that the divine intervention is coming into play and that these people are going down. Now, if you've been told that there is some type of step that you need to take in order for that to happen, then you do have to do that in order to get the retribution or whatever else. You're going to know and you can re ask on it. The heart vibrates at 5,000 times faster than your brain. Exactly. And that's why it's important to do heart head coherence. We'll talk about that another day. About our lovely, we'll talk about this another day. I'll teach you guys. I'll make a little video about it. And it's basically about how we do different breathing and how we slow down and how we can hear our heartbeat in different spaces and how when we have the heart to head, heart to mind coherence, we can actually act a lot different as well. But until we get to those next levels, or for the people who aren't advanced in those levels yet, we can start by putting our hand on our heart. Yeah, your heart will always lead you right. Put your hand on your heart. Sometimes I put my hand on my heart, even when I do muscle testing, right? I put my hand on my heart and I say, give me the clarity. Not from here, come from here. So, as always, I'm wishing you guys the most intuitive, well guided, well loved, well blessed, well retributed um, vibration evening. And as always, I'm proud of you. Keep going if you're doing the work. Don't worry about all the naysayers. If you got haters and people trying to shut you down and gang stalk you and turn off your feed, keep going because that's what they want. They want to break you down. Don't let them break you down, babe. Don't let them break you down because that is a choice. You're the one who gives permission to other people to make you feel less than you are. You are the divinity. Divinity is you. Divinity is within thee. So I hope you guys have connected with that and I hope you can continue to connect with that. As always, I appreciate all your love, support. If you want to check out, I think I finally added some of my Instagrams. So if you guys want to check out some of my cool creations or follow me on Instagram, um, or donate or contribute to my PayPal, that would be amazing. Your guys' support and your love keeps me going and lets me know like that we're out here to do things together and that together we can create a more conscious collective consciousness and we can start building these communities, this new era, right? We can start resonating to these better frequencies of bringing in these better communities. As always, grand rising from Georgia, smoochy boochies, and ascended master. Yeah, exactly, right? Right? Like that's what awoken in me, Harmon, is that they're like, you're an ascended master. I was like, what do you mean, right? And this is the Sophia awakening state, right? Not everybody will be in ascended master's life, but you can still tap into those energies. You can still tap into those energies. And that's what's most important is understanding the quantum mechanics even around that. To be like, you know what? Yeah, where you're not sucking energy, you're not harvesting energy. And that's where these other people went wrong is because they tried to harvest your blessings and your energy. And that's where the divine intervention came into play. And so let's keep praying and staying grateful for the divine intervention and for our guides and our archangels and our ancestors and our ascended masters that are here. Um, and let's just say thank you. And let's give all the love and the compassion back to all the people um, that maybe lack it. May they learn. Bless them. I bless you. Wish you well. Just because you forgive somebody, it can be for yourself. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to forgive them, right? Yeah, and stay in the attitude of gratitude. Comprehension is key. It's the awakening, the attitude of gratitude. Yes, we're in this divine collective awakening. So let's stay woke. do, 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 do. Boom. Love you guys. Ciao for meow.